We are live, and I'm also very red. Why am I so red in here? Is it the light? Is it my skin? Anyway, welcome, guys. Thanks for joining Glen video. My name's Glenn, and this is my cryptocurrency journey. Been going now for... Oh, when did I start? It was sort of like end of October, November time. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So just in the 8-month mark now. So if you're new to this channel, I got involved about 8 months ago, as I've just figured out. And it's been a bit of an up and down ride, really. The first couple of months, obviously, you all know that cryptocurrency just went crazy, and it was pretty much triple where it is now. So if you put in $1,000 or £1,000, 8 months ago, that would have been worth $3,000. Now it's worth probably $800. So BBL says, Team Big Glen, sup boy? Holla. BP says, cheers, Glenn. Thanks for joining, guys. It's good to see you back. Yeah, so obviously I told you guys a couple of weeks ago that I obviously completely lost my computer, and I said for the next couple of weeks the videos will be dramatic, like reduced. I won't be doing as many because doing it like this with a phone is a bit hard because it's literally just you staring at me talking. I can't show you stuff, and I can't read stuff off, and it's harder to do research actually. So certain pages of cryptocurrency don't really work too well on iPhones, and as I've explained previously, certain websites won't even let me access them using an iPhone. I couldn't use Hashflare, Binance, because I got a new phone, which means my Google Authenticator app was it's reset, if you like. So I've got to create new codes, or the barcode. I need to rescan them. But obviously the websites are still asking for the code from the original Google Authenticator app, which I don't have anymore. So I need to contact them and say, like, can you reset it? Or I don't know what I need to do, but I need to do something to get them all reset, and then I can start accessing my previous websites. So BBL says, huddle like a mofo. Ryan says, nice holiday, Glenn. Daniel says, howdy. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. Yeah, it was a really good holiday. It was really last minute, actually. I think I told you guys, we're going to Sweden for a weekend. But then we were looking at the prices of hotels in Sweden. It was so expensive. It was going to come to like 500-600 quid. And that was just for me and a friend. Well, that was for each. So it would have cost like 1,200. So then we looked at sort of Spanish holidays, cheap and cheerful. Looked at Tenerife, which is a little island, one of the Spanish islands in the Canaries. And really nice weather. I booked literally the cheapest hotel that I could find. And then we just pretty much got drunk. The first night I got there, God, I was smashed. Like, honestly, I know I said to you guys, and the annoying thing is, I was drunk and I was in a McDonald's. So it would have been perfect to do a live stream, but I was so out of it. Like, honestly, I wouldn't have even, and plus my phone was dead actually, because I couldn't take any pictures past that point. So my battery was dead on my phone anyway, but my mate had to carry me. And I was just chatting shit to loads of random people. So this girl was telling me that she paid 700 euros for 2 men hookers to sleep with her. And I was blurting it out all in McDonald's, going, oh my God. I said, I'll do it for 200. So yeah, she was funny. There was a lot of prostitution and hookers out there, and a lot of drug dealers. And that's why I couldn't really talk. I did like a quick video just because I wanted to, keep my promise of what I said to you guys that I would do one. But literally, say I'm sitting here, say where that door is, there was about 3 black guys, and they're all saying, hey, hey, You want to have good time? You want good time? And obviously I got my phone out, and all of a sudden, like, as soon as I had my phone out, everyone was watching what I was doing. Like, you could, I don't know, I felt very like I was being observed with what I was filming, because as I was turning the camera around, obviously you guys know that obviously I'm just looking at myself, but to them, they're thinking I'm actually recording using my camera, the camera behind here. So it looks like I'm holding my phone, you know, filming them. So they were giving me really dirty looks. And then to the left of me, there was the kebab place where I think I turned the camera around actually, and the guy was making food. It had two levels. So the bottom level was food, and the top level was hookers, and they were trying to entice people in. And I just felt very, very aware that people didn't like me being on my phone doing a live video. So hence why the video was about 2 minutes long. So yeah, that was interesting. I haven't done a lads holiday. I've had a stag weekend, and I've been to, actually I've done 2 stag weekends. But yeah, that's it. That was like one was when I was like 22, and the other one was probably when I was around about 23, 24. So you're talking a good 10 years ago. So, you know, it was nice to get away without the wife and kids. I know that sounds horrible, but just to, we was in like a water park, and I was even thinking, I said to my friend, do you know how relaxed, because he hasn't got kids, I said, do you know how relaxing it is being here without kids? Because we were queuing up for this ride, for this water park, and it had some of the best water rides I've ever been on. It's called Same Park, or Siam Park, something like SIAM Park. Look it up, Tenerife. Some of the rides in there, insane. We were queuing up for like an hour, and I thought, oh, if I had the kids now, they'd be saying, Dad, I need a wee. Dad, I need to go to the toilet. Dad, I'm scared. Dad, I want an ice cream. Da, da, da. You know, non-stop. Whereas that was just, you know, we were just standing there, and I thought, oh, even if this got delayed by half an hour, and we had to stand there for an extra hour, I probably wouldn't care. I'd just be like, yeah, all right, yeah, whatever. Because it was so relaxed, like chilled out. So anyway, that was interesting. So that's enough about my holiday. I'm sure you guys don't want me babbling on about my holiday. Daniel says, howdy. Hey, buddy, did you see that Hashflare lowered their contracts? Yes, I did. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Slickfo says, yo, 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 sappening, people. Yeah, so to go on to your point, Daniel, Hashflare, which I know I haven't done any Hashflare videos for a while. Did you go with a hooker, Glenn? No, I wish I did, though. There was a big lady with bleach blonde hair. As I was walking to McDonald's that first night, she said, hey, you want sucky sucky, 50 euros? And I was like, nah, I'm all right, I'm drunk and all that. And then she was going, she grabbed my balls, and she was trying to basically grab my balls and pull me, like, to guide me down this alleyway. And I was going, no, get off. And then she said, no, come on, I make a good time, make good time. And I said, no, go away, leave me alone. And then she started getting on my nerves. So then I sort of grabbed her, like, I put my hands either side of her because she was really hurting me by grabbing my balls. I grabbed her by the shoulders. I said, do not touch me again. And then she was like, okay, boss. And then she went over to someone else. But then the next night, because me and my friend were laughing, we were like, oh my God, like, as if, you know, you'd sleep with her. Honestly, she was horrible. The next night, this really attractive woman came up to us, like really sort of had a nice body, blonde hair. She said, hey guys, you want to sleep with, oh no, you want to have sex tonight, or something like that. And I was like, at first I just instantly said, nah, I'm all right. And then I thought about it, and I was like, what, with you? Because I thought she's stunning. I was like, yeah, if it's with her. But no, I didn't. I'm a good boy. I don't do stuff like that. I've told all my wife all these stories anyway, because the type of character I am, when I go out, I like to dance with everyone and act silly and be centre of attention and make loads of noise and down loads of drinks and all that sort of stuff. So a lot of that stuff is just, to me, it's just it's like a normal night out, if you like. It's just sort of funny stuff that happens all the time. It was just in another country and it was really nice and warm. Like I was wearing a vest and shorts the whole night and it was still hot one. So yeah, it's nice. Uh, I heard that and waited for your video. Mohammed said, yo, yo, yo. Yeah, so Hashflare. I haven't done a Hashflare video, obviously, for a long time because I haven't been impressed with their business decisions and the way they have been structuring their price plans. Obviously, it gave off a vibe of being some sort of scam. I've spoken to a few people since then, privately, and, you know, there seems to be a positive feeling towards Hashflare, that they're not a scam, that they are genuine. And I was talking to one guy who, oh, bless me. I was talking to one gentleman who, he was telling me that he actually bought an ASIC miner. He lives near Estonia, and he bought an ASIC miner from Hash Coins, which is the company that owns Hashflare. And, you know, he was saying, you know, oh yeah, they're completely legit. They're, you know, their business is really good, and they're not dodgy at all and all that. And I thought, right, okay, well, you know, I'm not going to trust what that one person says. I still need to make my own mind up. And then I was talking to someone else, and then someone else said, oh no, yeah, Hashflare are completely legit. And then I think it was JMS Vlogs. He was like, oh no, yeah, they're definitely legit. And they are still paying out every single day. Although the maintenance fee is high, I must admit. Obviously, you know, that's their running cost to run the machines and stuff. I think mining overall, in a short period of time, is not profitable. And the reason I say that little stipulation there is, it's very difficult. If you talk to someone who has been mining for 2 years, they're going to say, yeah, mining's well profitable. Like, I earned this much, this much, this much. If you talk to someone who's been mining for the last 6 months, they're going to say, no, it's not profitable. So in a short period of time. But obviously, if the price of Bitcoin went up loads and other coins, and I don't know, the difficulty dropped or something like that, then all of a sudden mining would be really profitable. So it is very difficult. It's very difficult. There's not one definitive answer. I can't sit here and say. All I can say is, at the current time, based on equipment prices and cloud mining prices, it doesn't seem profitable in the long term if things were to stay the same. But over a long period of time, and with changes that I can't foresee or predict, then I think mining is profitable. I think PJ agrees with me. PJ says, what did I miss? FPGA is the way to mine. What do you mean by that, PJ? I'm not too sure. Mining is super profitable. Right now, Hashflare is not. Oh, controversial. So someone in the Telegram group chat, which I haven't done that yet. I haven't done my plugin. Right, okay. Let me get my plugs out of the way. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. There's 14 people watching at the minute. Only 2 likes. Wah, wah. So click that like button for me. If you want to join our Telegram group chat, there's about 160 of us in there. Click the link down below. Feel free to chat with me and then pretty much any of the guys in this live chat. They're all in there, and obviously you can chat with them as well as myself. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all with the name glen. And I think that's it. Boom. Done it in like 30 seconds. PJ says it's a ACRD that like a GPU. ASIC. Tony says, sup, mofos. PJ says, you can reprogram them to any algorithm. That's interesting. PJ, what are you mining? Yeah, I've never heard of that, PJ. I'll have to look into that because I haven't seen a machine that's capable of doing that at the moment. But then I haven't really Haven't really been doing much research the last week and a half, 2 weeks, I'd say, and that's me being completely honest. So yeah, Hashflare have lowered their prices down to 60 cents per 10 gigahashes, which obviously before it was was it 80 or was it 120? At one point it was 80, but I think now it's 60. So I can't really do a video and show you whether it's profitable or not. I don't know what the difficulty's like. I don't know what the you know, what the overall costs are. I'm mining La2 Rev2. Never heard of it. A6 Z9 down to 800. Oh, BBL, you didn't you buy one of the Z9s? Have you received it yet? And also, is it any good? Someone in the Telegram group chat, which is what I was going on to, they shared a link. It might have been you, PJ, or it might have been Wayne. But someone shared anyway an image of a Twitter feed of GMO releasing their new ASIC miner. And I was looking at it and it, you know, it was bigging up. It was saying 24 terahash. I thought, fuck me, 24 terahash, that's going to kill it. But then it was like $2,000. The Antminer S9 currently is about $900. So it's actually $200 better to buy two S9s. Depending on power. I haven't worked out the watts power and stuff. But that's very, it's interesting to finally get some competition in the market. I know that Dragon Mint, I don't know whether they're actually out in the wild yet, if people are actually receiving them, but obviously there were Dragon Mint miners, ASICs, obviously Bitmain, and now obviously we've got GMO. Hopefully Samsung will get in the game, and then we'll have like a really good competition in the market, not just one company with a sort of stranglehold, because Bitmain, as well as having the stranglehold on ASIC mining, they also have a majority share of the mining pools, and also they have a majority in the coins themselves. You know, Bitmain have got probably the most Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin than anybody else out there in the world. So, you know, they're big players in what happens with the markets. If they want, they could just dump their coins and, you know, all of us would be fucked for a little while. So it's not good to have that. So it'd be good to have, you know, several different companies all fighting for each other, all gaining, being more decentralized and, you know, offering better products, competing off each other. I mean, at the moment, if Bitmain decide, right, we're not going to release the Antminer S10 until this date, you know, they could do that. Whereas if there was a bit more competition in the market, they'd say, shit, we need to get our machine out there because GMO have just released this. Right, let's get it out there. Let's get it out there. Let's push it forward. You know, let's. Whereas at the minute, they can sort of do what they want, which I don't like, if I'm being completely honest. PJ says, and Crypto Night heavy. BBL said 2, and no, he hasn't. So you haven't received them yet, which is a shame. I'd like to get some feedback with whether they're profitable or not. Don't buy any ASIC to mine BTC. You're better off with free GPUs to mine Bitcoin. PJ, could you help me build a GPU rig? Get with you in Telegram. PJ said, sure, just shoot me a message. Russell says, hey, thanks for joining, Russell. As always, we've got the Team Bitglen in the house. I don't know why I did that. Other stories that generally I've found interesting the last few days. John McAfee obviously is sharing. John McAfee actually posted. We had a guy in the videos. If you go back and watch my earlier videos, a gentleman called, oh, what was his name? Justin Shane, something like that. Anyway, he started to, I don't know, in the Telegram group chat that we had, there was a bit of conflict between him and a couple of the other members. And they were sort of having a little spat between themselves. And obviously he come to me and said, Glenn, can you sort this out? Can you ban these other people? And I said, well, I've read what they've said. And, you know, I don't, you know, he has apologised for it already. And he wouldn't let it go. He just kept going on and on and on. Then he started accusing me of being homophobic, which is mental because my brother's gay, and he was, you know, really hammering it down on me, right? This, and this. So in the end, I actually said to him, look, you know, if you don't like the conversation in my Telegram group, feel free to leave. And he said, right, I'll do that then. So I think at that point I blocked him from being able to come back in and out, in and out. Anyway, I just thought, oh, that was just, you know, a one-off. And I said to him, you know, I wish you all the best in your cryptocurrency journey. And so there was no bad blood or anything like that. He's obviously gone on to bigger and better things, because next thing I know, I'm at the airport going to Tenerife. I was sitting there just reading Twitter while I was waiting for our plane because it got delayed by 3 hours. And John McAfee's put, right, I've unblocked you, Jason Sean, or Shane, whatever his name was. This is your opportunity to shine and not, you know, not continuously send me horrible messages or something along those lines. And I was like, what? This is the guy that was in my group chat like months ago. And I thought, oh, he's obviously just hounding. And then I think John McAfee even put, congratulations, I've just made you famous. And then it took, I think, a day or two, and that Justin replied back saying, your influence hasn't done anything because my followership on Twitter hasn't gone up at all. And why don't you stop using your influence to scam people or something like that? So I thought, oh God, he's still on it. Fair play to him, you know, we all need people on both sides of the fence. He's just obviously very passionate against certain things, and obviously he has his way of doing it. So fair play to him. He got a shout out from probably the largest cryptocurrency voice out there. So, you know, whatever he wanted to achieve, I assumed he'd done it. But anyway, that was a funny story. I was telling my friend, I was like, look at this guy. He just got mentioned by John McAfee. And my friend was like, who the hell's John McAfee? Like, he doesn't know anything about cryptocurrency. And I was like, you know the guy that does the antivirus? He went, yeah. I went, he mentioned Jason, who was in my Telegram group chat and was messaging me a month ago. And he was like, right, what's that mean then? I went, no, it's just, you know, laughs, isn't it? Bants. So, yeah, that was that. Let's see. I think we should invite him back. Fuck that, PJ. BBL says, was that shilling hash flare and even dude? Was that the shilling hash flare and envying dude? No, I don't think he was. He was the one who mentioned Tron all the time and had Tron in his pictures, and yeah, I think he was a big advocate of Tron. Glen, did you just fart on a live stream? Didn't miss a beat, gangster. Yes, I did. And they stink. Which is odd. Bizarre behaviour, Justin Shane. Yeah, it's, anyway. We'll let him get on with whatever he wants to get on with. What else are we going to talk about? Envying. So, Envying news. I've said this several times. I'm not interested in envying at all. Like, I really, I hope that... I noticed the price went up by a couple of cents the other day. It went from like 12 cents to 14 cents. And I thought, oh, what's going on? Is there some sort of news that I don't know about? And I had a look on the Facebook and the Twitter group, and it was, you know, it's just more tit for tat. Like, I can't see anything coming good out of envying for the next foreseeable future. Like, I really can't. So I really hope that any of you that hold Envyum, the token, just sell it. Like, sell it. This is not financial advice. But I would, if it was my money, I would just sell it and put it, even if you think, yeah, but Glenn, that means I've taken a massive loss. I would rather, if I'd put in 10 grand into Envying and now it's only worth 1 grand, I'd rather put that 1 grand in, say, Bitcoin or Litecoin, or just something that's more likely to go up in a short period of time, you know, like over a period of time. Hopefully your grand will turn into 1.5, 2 grand. And then you sort of like, okay, well, I've lost that much, but at least I gained this much back. I would rather do that than just keep on to Envian. If Envian do buck their ideas up and all of a sudden they come out and say, right, we've got fucking MMUs everywhere and they're mining, we're going to start paying people out, and here's evidence of it, and the CEO's gone, and blah, 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 blah. If all of this happen, then I think I would maybe buy back in. Now, that may be a bad investment strategy because the price could shoot up and all that, but I just can't see it happening. I really can't. And I might be wrong on this, guys. I don't know the answer, but I wouldn't touch them at all. PJ says, I think we should kick all EOS holders out of Telegram. Well, I hope not, because I'm an EOS holder. I've only got I think I've got about $500 worth, $600 worth. But I know that you're really not a big fan of EOS, PJ. Why are your thoughts on that? Because I actually think EOS has got potential to be quite big. And that's another point I wanted to bring up. So EOS, obviously the main story over the weekend really was that finally this EOS mainnet launch happened, and it went without really any sort of major hiccups. It went okay, you know, it changed over. But I think there's a lot of confusion with what's going to happen and when. I think EOS have released a sort of roadmap of what's going to happen when, but you know, a lot of people are like, oh, when do I receive the new token? And you know, I've got my money in an exchange. Is this accepted and stuff like that? So I've actually got my EOS in Binance. I can't access Binance. I was going to send it over to. I was going to try and withdraw my EOS tokens and put it in an official wallet for the EOS snapshot, but I just couldn't do it. You know, I was looking it up online, and a lot of people recommended MetaMask or something with Google Chrome as an extension. But obviously, I can't do that on my phone, or if I can, I don't know how to do it. So yeah, I just didn't. I just left them in there. So I've just got to hope now, fingers crossed, that obviously Binance give me the EOS new coin, 1-for-1, I suppose, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how it works. So even I don't know. But I don't know. Binance seems to be quite popular at the moment. I noticed that a lot of people are sort of, I don't know how to word it, sort of bigging up, if you like. That's what I would say in my country. Bigging up the CEO of Binance a lot, which I think it's a bit silly to have that much faith in one person from one company, especially in cryptocurrency. But yeah, people seem to be almost idolizing or herotizing, I don't know if that's a word, you know, this CEO of Binance. So I don't know. Normally, I'm starting to get the feeling that whatever news comes out in cryptocurrency, if enough people say it, you should start doing the opposite. When everyone was saying, oh yeah, there was going to be a massive bull run in that crypto week, or I can't remember what it was called. You know, obviously the opposite happened. A lot of people are bigging up Binance at the minute. It makes me think, oh, will they crash or do something wrong at some point? Coinbase as well, starting to get, or am I just becoming really, really paranoid? I'm starting to question everything now. Let's have a look. Russell says Envian equals shite storm. EOS is shite. BBL says no, Envian. Negated says, why is EOS shite? Russell says, where is it? What would you rather have, 1,000 Ethereum Classic or 500 XRP? I'm going to say hang on a minute. Isn't XRP, that's Ripple? Ripple's worth like $1, so that'd be $500 worth. Isn't Ethereum Classic like worth a lot more? So if you had 1,000, I don't know, I might have completely got that wrong, but I'm going to say the 1,000 Ethereum Classic. Binance Coin is flying just lately. Yes, it has. Binance Coin, in my Blockfolio app anyway, always seems to be the top gainer for the last few days. I meant 500 XRP and 1,000 ETC. Yeah, that's exactly the same as what you said. You said, what would you rather, 1,000 Ethereum Classic or 500 XRP? You put, I meant 500 XRP and 1,000 Ethereum Classic. Sorry, dude. I think you mean 1,000 Ripple or 500 Ethereum Classic, BBL. And if that is the case, I'm going to say Ripple. If they're basically $1,000 worth of one or the other, I would probably pick Ripple over Ethereum Classic. Saying that, Ethereum Classic does have hard forks. But something that did come to my attention actually while I was on holiday, again, obviously I'm just giving you my thoughts over the weekend, and obviously the thing that happened was I went on holiday. I was going up some escalators and there was a big billboard saying international payments, save 50% on fees, super fast 3-day turnaround and all that. And I thought, God, that's shit. At the minute, the fees for international payments are ridiculous anyway. So even if it was 80% off, it would still be ridiculous. And 3 days, like, fuck that. Like, I was thinking, you know, you send someone Bitcoin, it'll probably cost you £2, and it'll probably happen within about half an hour. But obviously, XRP are going down this route of international. So the main process of sending money from one bank to another country bank is, I believe, a SWIFT payment, and that's the main source of, you know, the way that banks transfer money from one to another. SWIFT. And obviously Ripple and XRP, not XRP, that's a separate token, which is its own blockchain, but the Ripple Labs are hoping that all the banks use, obviously, they have 3 different softwares. If they make the jump from the one that they're using at the minute, which I think is called, one of them's called Flow and one of them's called Rapid. But once they sort of are convinced to use Ripple's international payment solution, then Ripple could jump up massively in the price. Saying that, you don't actually need the Ripple coin to be able to do these transfers. So the coin hasn't got a direct link. The price of the coin shouldn't reflect in how popular the international payments are. But obviously anything to do with Ripple, obviously, is probably going to have a knock-on effect with the XRP token. I'm sorry if I've completely missaid that and confused people, but just tuning in. Wow, you look like a crab. Dr. Zoidberg. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, I think it's this light because I'm not actually that red. I think it's just the way I'm sitting. Now I look too bleached white. But yeah, you can see there I'm not too red. I'm a bit orangey tanned. But yeah, this light isn't doing me justice. I need to get... Oh, guys, yeah, so an update on my computer. I've ordered a iMac. It was the top one, so like 2,200. I've done it on a 0% APR over 12-month thing. I was like... Was it over... No, it was over 3 years. Weren't 0%. It was like a low APR. I can't remember anyway. It's £80 a month. I know that much. And yeah, it's like a 4.0 Intel processor. It's got 3 terabytes of the Fusion drive. I got the... it's only got 8 gigs of RAM, but with the iMacs, it's really easy to upgrade the RAM at the back. You can just buy the sticks and literally just plug in and clip in. So I'm going to buy some of them separately, probably up to like maybe 32 gig RAM. And then I'll be able to do live videos. So you may say, well, Glenn, how's the crypto cave going? Or the porn cave? A disclaimer, I've never watched porn in this shed. So the crypto cave hasn't changed at all from when I last left. I was waiting for some money to come through from an insurance company, which came through Friday, which is the day that I flew for the flight. So I wasn't able to make an order unless I ordered it internationally, like while I was on my phone. But I didn't want to do it. I wanted to wait until I got back in the country to order my iMac. So it was all proper and legit in it, and there weren't no confusion. So I ordered my computer yesterday, or was it the day before? I think it was yesterday, actually. So I ordered it yesterday. Hopefully it should be with me by June the 11th or June the 13th, which is beginning of next week. So that gives me this week and weekend tomorrow's Thursday. So it gives me about 4 or 5 days. I need to finish plasterboarding this whole shed. I need to finish insulating it. Then I need some sort of computer desk to put it on. I've got nothing to put it on at the minute. I want it at the right height level so that my videos don't look stupid. I want to get a green screen that I'm going to attach to this beam going across the middle of the roof here that I can pull down, and then you won't see what's going on in the background. If I want to, I'll have one of them pull up and down ones. So I need to buy a green screen. I want to get a ring light as well, so this won't happen where I look bright red like a crab or Dr. Zoidberg. Did you see me? I was all like, whoop, 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 whoop. One of my favourite Dr. Zoidberg quotes. Yes, I need to do all that. That's going to cost me a few £100, but it'll be worth it for you guys. So that's my update on that. And once that happens, I am going to hammer doing videos. Like, I've been so itching to do videos, it's unreal. Like, last night, because I came back on the Monday, our flight was delayed, then it took us ages to get out of the airport, and time I got back, it was late evening. Obviously, I hadn't seen the wife and kids. The following day, I was so tired, like really, really tired. But then I didn't end up going to sleep till like 12:30 at night, and I woke up at 7 this morning, and we've just had all new carpets fitted downstairs. So today I've been helping the carpet fitter, a friend that I know. We've been clearing the front room out and the dining room, laying the carpet, then putting everything back the way it was. And he left about 3 o'clock. Obviously I did the school run and stuff like that, and then we've had dinner. Then I was like, right, I want to go. I was like itching, like my skin was itchy. I was like, I need to go and do a video. I need to go and talk about something. And my wife said, what are you going to talk about though? You haven't really done anything to do with cryptocurrency for the last week or so. I was like, yeah, I know, but I just need to talk to the guys and tell them. And she was like, you're sad. That's all she says. You're sad. You'd rather sit out there than be with your... But they're all asleep now. So shush. Shush, Becky. You can shut your mouth. So, yeah, that's it really. I've been looking forward to getting back to doing my videos. I think that's it. I do want to get though. I do really want to get some sort of mining going on in here. Like definitely. Obviously, I've got to get one thing at a time. I'm hoping if cryptocurrency at some point sort of goes up, and because I'm sort of maxed out at the minute, I can't really put in any more unless I hinder something else. Like I'd have to, I don't know, I might be able to put in, I can't really. It's really hard to say. For me to put in more fiat money, I would have to cut something else out in my life. So I'd have to explain to my wife, like, right, we're not going out this weekend, or we're not doing this, or we can't go on that weekend away, or, you know, something which ain't going to go down too well. But at some point, I want to get a mining rig set up in this shed, and I want it running all the time. And so, yeah, I'll be probably in contact with you, PJ, about this new, I can't remember what you said, FGPA or something. But yeah, I'd love to get that set up and on the go. Then obviously I'll be doing my crypto top 100 videos, you know, carrying that on. I think I only got on to, what was the lowest I got down to? Number 6 or something like that. So still 94 to go. So that'll be interesting. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to mention actually about this whole process with EOS. The reason I wanted to get it out of Binance is because even though Binance is saying, right, we'll give you the 1-for-1 token with EOS, the ERC20 token, as opposed to the new coin, is that Binance are going to receive all the airdrops. So because EOS is a new, if you think of it like a new Ethereum, there's going to be hard forks and there's going to be airdrops for new platforms that are starting up, new dApps and stuff like that, that is created on the EOS platform. If you hold your coins wherever you hold them in an official EOS wallet, then you receive all those airdrops. You just get them for free. If you hold them in Binance, Binance are keeping them. They're not dishing them out to the people. So you actually lose out on the airdrops. So that's obviously, I'm going to have to take that hit, I'm afraid, until I get my computer and I get everything all set up, which will probably be next week. Ideally, I probably would like to just sell my EOS tokens and just buy buy the proper EOS coin once all the wallets are all created and I can download them and that. So, yeah, that was something I've just thought of actually. BBL says, what are your next or future crypto plans, buys or projects? Let me come back onto that in a second, BBL. I'm waiting for the new EOS coin to appear on Binance, and then I will take it off the exchange. Yes, that's. I agree with you, Fryer. And Negated says, yeah, you might get some of the bigger airdrops if they get listed on Binance at some point. Yeah, maybe. We don't know that yet, though. That's the thing. Whereas if you hold EOS in a proper wallet, you're almost guaranteed to receive them. Whereas Binance, obviously, you have to hope, fingers crossed, they honour it at the time. So what are your next future crypto plans, buys or projects? So obviously Envying hasn't worked out very well for me. Hashflare has been ticking along steadily. I haven't been able to check my Hashflare because, like I say, I can't log in. So I don't actually know how much Bitcoin I've got in there. I don't know. Based on my projection of when I thought I'd be able to make my next withdrawal, it was around about this sort of time, so I might be able to make a withdrawal off Hashflare. I don't know. But anyway, they're the two projects that obviously I was heavily invested in. Obviously, Envying have turned out shit. What are my next projects? That's really hard, actually. The one that I seem to hear good things about all the time is VeChain. On Twitter and a lot of the other YouTubers talk about VeChain quite a lot, and they seem to be coming out with some new announcements recently. So that might be one to look out for. I need to do more research into that. Obviously EOS. It's going to be, EOS to me is, let me sit this way. EOS at the moment is a project that it's either going to go two ways. Either it's going to completely stagnate and it's going to stay as it is because people think, well, Ethereum's better. Or it is going to prove itself and it's going to outperform Ethereum and it's going to be easier to develop for and it can do so many more transactions, yada, yada, yada. And it's going to be huge. They're the two outcomes that I see happening. Obviously, I have to put my money where my mouth is. Baby London says Hashflare is a scam. I hope not. Drink beer for breakfast. What? I'm not a huge drinker of beer at the times over the next sort of 6 months. And I think you've got to give it 6 months really, because, or at least 6 months to a year. Baby London says Hashflare maintenance fees are too high. They are stealing customers' money. Negate says it's not a scam. It's just not profitable with the current price of BTC. So I agree with you, Baby London, that Hashflare is not profitable at the moment, especially for a new person coming into it. It is not profitable at the moment. Whether that's a scam or not, I don't know. I mean, you could look at, obviously, if you take into the cost of electricity and the cost of the ASIC machines, ASIC mining isn't that profitable at the moment. Depending on what GPUs you can get hold of, GPU mining may not be as profitable at the moment. Genesis mining don't seem very profitable at the moment. So yeah, cloud mining in general seems to have a bad taste to it at the moment. But I'm sure if, say, Bitcoin did go back up to 20k or 18k or something like that, obviously it's going to appear that Hashflare will be very profitable again, and their maintenance fee will work out. Obviously it's the same amount of money they're going to take, but percentage wise it's going to be like, 20% or 15%, and everyone's going to be really happy and say, oh, this is amazing, it's the best thing ever. But then obviously inherently they're going to put their price up. So yeah, it's really hard. It is really hard. I hope they're not a scam. I hope they don't just close down and keep everyone's money, because if they do, I'll be fucked off. But I honestly don't think they are a scam at the moment. They've not done anything apart from fluctuating their price of their contracts. They haven't done anything really scam worthy, and obviously they have been going for about 4 or 5 years now, so they've had a long time to sort of fuck people over. Correct, Baby London. Do you think Hashflare will adjust their fees? No, I don't actually. I think they're going to keep them as they are. I think they'll change how much it is to buy a contract. Like, so at the moment they're 60 cent per 10 gigahash. That they seem to fluctuate, but their maintenance fee is always the same. It's always 0.00035, something like that, which works out 35 cent per terahash. Baby London says, Negate 909, go buy more and tell me how you feel after a week. So yeah, you have got a point. It is when you look at it, after you've made your investment, it does seem quite daunting that you're not going to make as much Bitcoin as just buying Bitcoin and holding on to it. That's the key. At the moment, it's better to just buy Bitcoin. If you're thinking of getting into Hashflare, unless you feel that it's at a really good bargain price, then you're better off just buying Bitcoin and holding on to it. Why open your mouth and get others in to take losses? Tony says, LOL, wish Hashflare would lower their fees, possibly to buy more hash power. Just wishful thinking. Hashflare need to remodel. BBL says, the best investment I've made so far in crypto is buying 4 Antminer L3s and using pro hashing. I know that you've got quite a nice little setup there, BBL. So, to the moon. Baby London says, Russell, I agree. Negate says, a scam as in they are going to steal your money. You might lose over the year with the terms that you have agreed, but you'll get paid out. Russell says, drastically. Negate says, Baby L says, we can agree it's a poor investment and not a scam. Yeah, that's the thing. It's calling something an outright scam, to me, would be if Hashflare was to advertise double your Bitcoin. or gain 1% every day. You know, that to me, that would look like a scam. Now, I think they personally, this is why I don't think they're a scam. They keep changing their price of what it is to buy a contract with them. Now, the only reason they would be doing that is they're looking at the same figures we are. They know. And they're looking at it and think, fuck, if this Bitcoin doesn't go up, our contracts are not very profitable. No one's going to sign up to them. Right, okay, well, let's lower the prices. And obviously they lowered them. As soon as Bitcoin went up to about 8K, their price went back up again. I don't know if you guys remember, they went back up to $1.20 or something like that. And at one point, obviously, when it went down to 6K, they put their prices down to, was it 60 cent? But then they were doing a 20% discount code or something like that. That's the last contract I bought, like really dirt cheap. And I think that's because they're looking at the figures and they're saying, you know, shit, our contracts are not very profitable over the year unless Bitcoin goes up. But obviously, if Bitcoin does go up, obviously they're laughing because they're accumulating Bitcoin every day, like a huge amount of it. So, yeah, that makes me think it's not a scam. If they were a scam, say like BitConnect and all that, they would be coming out and saying, we can guarantee you this, this, and this. And I think if they start fucking about with the price of the maintenance fee, that would make it very clear, like, well, why have I been paying this maintenance fee from the beginning? Why have you just lowered it? You know, are you saying that it's more cost effective to mine now? So I don't know. I really don't know, guys. I hold out good hope. Obviously, I have been wrong. I was wrong with Envian. So, yeah, I could be wrong with Hashflare, but I still don't have the feeling that they are a scam just yet. Bad investment at this time. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the difference. I don't think it's a scam. I just think that Hashflare is not profitable at the moment. That's my official glen stance. PJ said, it is a scam. Look at the updated terms of service. Yeah, I did post the new terms of service they put out there. I shared it in the Telegram group chat so everyone could have a read of it. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think they are a scam, but saying that, I'm not putting any money into them. So, you know, I'm on the fence at the minute. I'm just waiting for my next payout. If they know that you put in $1,000 and you get $500 and pay $2,000 fees in the meantime, that's a scam. Good point for I suppose. Yeah, they get 200, 2,000. That's what is happening right now. Reverse Ponzi. Cancel or change your contracts at any time. They could potentially fold. Yeah, that is obviously a fear of mine that they do that. They fold and run off with everyone's money. And I think, I don't know what I'd do. I'd be well pissed off if they did that. But it's really hard at the minute. I think people all around the world now are really looking at cryptocurrencies as a whole. And it's not just Hashflare. There's loads of coins and tokens and ICOs and pre-sales and stuff like that is happening at the moment. And I think once more regulation come into the space and actually say, no, if you want to be an ICO, then you have to do this. You have to register with this. You have to do that. And you have to do that. And if you run off with everyone's money, will be accounted for or like accountable for those funds after. At the minute, we haven't got anything like that. I could set up an ICO and promise you all that I'm going to build, you know, solar panel sheds that mine, you know. And you guys could give me $20 million and then I could say, oh, no, it hasn't worked out, sorry, and then just run away with the money. That's where we're at the minute. And I wouldn't be doing anything against the law. So as far as I'm aware, as long as I worded it and did it the right way. Whereas once it's regulated a bit more, I think we're going to have a lot of these coins just disappear overnight. I think a lot of them are going to get shut down. A lot of people think, shit, I don't want to go to prison. Right, I've made money, let's cancel that. So I think there'll be a lot of coins that do shut down and just disappear. So the 1,800 coins that there are at the moment, I think that will dramatically drop. And there's probably going to be, you know, a good couple of hundred left over, and there'll be sort of the projects that will be worth more money, because you think at the moment there's I can't remember what the coin market cap is at the moment, but let's say there's, what was it, 400 million? Is it 400 million or 400 billion? I can't remember. 400 billion. That's obviously spread out over 1,800 coins. If obviously most of them shut down and disappear overnight, now that 400 billion is going to be in, say, 400 coins. You know, you can see the value of them shooting up. And then obviously once it's regulated, so once people feel a bit more safe and secure, then you're going to have this big influx of hedge funds and, you know, pension schemes and investments and securities and shares and stuff like that all get involved in cryptocurrency and have a position in cryptocurrency. So all of a sudden the market cap will go from 400 billion to, say, 1 trillion, maybe 1.5 trillion, and then that will make the price of each coin, in theory, triple from where it is now, as well as the fact that obviously the amount of coins that are available have been dramatically reduced. I hope I'm explaining myself well enough. So I think that cryptocurrency, once it's regulated, the good coins are going to be worth so much more than they are now. That's what I see happening. I could be completely wrong. What do you guys think? A lot of people are scared of regulation. They're like, oh no, cryptocurrency is going to get regulated, and that means I can't buy and sell and dip in and out as much as I want, or I'm going to get taxed on it. But I think I would rather earn $2,000 a year and pay 20% tax on that, rather than, you know, have a $200 loss overall. Do you see what I mean? And then pay no tax on it. Oh, there's been a few comments. At BitGlen, it's going to happen. Hashflare will either go out of business or will stop offering their services. Yeah, that is possible. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not defending Hashflare to the point where I'm like, oh no, that's it. It's 100% legit and it's never going to happen. Yeah, they could shut down. They could close down. They could say, look, it's not profitable. There's no point doing it. As long as they pay people out what they should have got, and if they didn't get their full year contracts to say, you know, they cancel now and I've got 6 months left, I should receive 50% of refund of my original investment plus whatever Bitcoin I mined up until that day. See, stuff like that, if something like that happened, I would say, okay, that's fair enough, legit, you know, like whatever. If they just close down and say, no, we're keeping all the Bitcoin you had in their wallet and, you know, we've got your money, fuck it, blah, 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 then yeah, I'd be pissed off. So who knows? You won't have these problems with a good GPU mining rig and your own wallet. That is true, BBL. And I wish that when I started this cryptocurrency journey, I'd gone down that route. I really do. I really do wish I'd gone down that journey. PJ says, I missed 2017, no regs and hell of a profit. PJ says, let's go back to that. I'm sure everyone would love to go back to the high profit times. I remember when I first got in cryptocurrency, I had about $400 in it. And every day it was going up. It was like 420, 440, 500, 550. And at one point it went up, I think it was up to like 800 and... No, it was up to like $1,200, I remember. And I thought, God, all that from $400. I tripled my money. I was thinking, God, this will never end. It's brilliant. And then obviously I put more money in and then it dipped massively. So, yeah, I'm losing out at the minute. A lot of miners are going to feel the pressure soon. BBL Venture says, I plan on setting up later this year. Baby London, strong. PJ says, hi, Justin. Baby London says, I hope most of these shit coins die and a lot of these platform coins are held accountable by doing a KYC for whoever starts tokens to avoid scams. Regulation is good if it keeps bad players in check, but the free market can flourish. I agree with you there, Baby London. I hope that happens. Russell says, shite coins, forks, dead coins. It's the reason why I invested in Coin Janitor. David says, hi, Glenn. Hi, David. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so I've covered Hashflare, EOS, Envian, Justin Shane. What else has happened? Oh, John McAfee actually has made some more short-term predictions. So I can't even remember them all now. He's basically saying that OX is going to triple in the next month or so, and I can't remember what other ones there were. I can't remember, but I assume these are ones that he's been paid to talk about. He's talking about them. Obviously, they hope they pump. Then it will sort of look like, oh yeah, what John McAfee said's coming true. But I don't know. Has he got that much power to make coins go up that much? At BitGlen, how is EOS doing with the airdrop and launch? To be honest, Baby London, like I say, I haven't had a computer now for a couple of weeks. So everything I'm doing is on my iPhone. And with my iPhone, I had to get a new iPhone as well. So I've literally had the worst luck with tech recently. So my Google Authenticator app, I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, isn't working. So I can't access Binance, Bitfinex, Bittrex, Hashflare. What are the other ones? I think that's it, but I can't remember. I had a long list of different. Genesis Mining. I can't access my account on that. Anything that requires a Google Authenticator, which is most things in cryptocurrencies, I can't access. So I can't check Binance. I'm just going by what people are posting on Twitter. From the sounds of the thing, the EOS launch was pretty smooth. It's all going to plan. From what I understand, there hasn't been any major issues. One of the things that someone did send to me was about people complaining that 80 or 90, I can't remember the figure, but 80 or 90% of all EOS tokens are actually held by 10 different accounts. And you think that's across the whole world. A lot of people were kicking off about this. And then a post from that Dan Larimer. So yeah, that's what's happening with EOS at the moment. The airdrops will come this month, and we are in validation ones going, but Chinese security companies won't get the result in time. Controlled. And what else can we talk about, guys? What else do you want about what's been happening? It's really hard to say, to be honest. When you actually don't talk about cryptocurrency on a daily basis and you're not checking coin market cap and block photo, it starts to become all everything looks the same. Like I check the app and I think, oh yeah, Binance coin is up today, and so is EOS, and so is Envian. Oh, but all the rest of them are down. And then you also look at another day, and the coins that are up are down, and the coins that were down were up. And then you look at it the next day, and then another three will be up. But it starts to look the same, and then it makes it hard for me now to say, oh yeah, let's talk about Binance coin while that's going up, because I'm saying that now, and it's probably down today. But it was up the last 2 days. Do you see what I mean? So unless you're staying really up to date, like doing a video every day, after 3 days, it's there's no point talking about it because it's so old news. So anyway, that's my thoughts. I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll do another video. What day is it today? It's Wednesday today. I'll probably do another video tomorrow, if not Friday. I'm hoping to get obviously all of this finished off in the next few days, and then my computer should arrive. I'll get it all set up within like an hour. I know I will. I'll just have to download all my iCloud and back up from hard drive and all that sort of stuff. So once I've done that, I can literally do a live video from it straight away, and I'm hoping the video quality will look better. It'll be a widescreen, so it'll look better. It won't have the black bars either side, which I'm hoping, fingers crossed, will look good. And yeah, hopefully I can provide better content for you guys. And yeah, there we go. That's it. So thank you for joining. Thank you for being so patient with me. Thank you to all the new people that have been joining my Telegram group chat. Also the subscribers as well. And for anyone who's give this video a thumbs up. So there's 7 thumbs up at the minute. There's still 14 people watching. So half of you have liked this video. Half of you haven't, which makes me sad. Wah, wah, wah. Oh no, it's jumping up now to 10. Yes. Go on, get in. So thanks for giving this video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys either tomorrow or Friday, and we'll talk about whatever the latest news is in cryptocurrency then. See you later, guys. Bye.